Good morning. I've tried to start the bike last night and didn't go, but so that's an indication that I've done a fair bit without the video turned on, so I'll just give you a bit of a look. So the tank's got a bit of fuel in it, got the carbies in. I took the carbies apart and cleaned them out. I actually just took the float bowl off and it looked pretty good, and took all the jets and whatnot out and cleaned them up. I didn't take the top half of the carby apart, so just the bottom half. It was a real bitch to get in, but I got it in. So put the exhaust on all the way through, put all the electrical wiring on, which took about a day to work out where it was supposed to go. Roughly sort of plugged everything in up here. Got my smashed lights and instrument cluster sort of just hanging there. And it's all together. Air filters in. So I hooked it up to that truck battery last night and it turned over. But it didn't start. Didn't fire. Pulled the plugs out and got a weak spark on the right hand cylinder and no spark on the left hand cylinder. I don't know whether that's the spark plugs or what, but I'm gonna continue to investigate that. So I got weak spark. Don't know whether a fuel's coming through. I actually don't know, so I'm just going to go through and just check that we've got, that the thing will breathe, and then see if I can work out what the fuel problem is and see if I can get the thing started today. I'm going to take the exhaust off as a starting point, the mufflers, just to let it breathe a bit better. So it's not trying to force through. Actually, these are brand new. Bought them about 10 years ago when I bought the box of bits, because the other mufflers were really rusty, and I thought, that'd be nice. And they were cheap off eBay. Don't know where I bought them from, but I'm going to take them off, because when I put them on, I actually didn't check inside to see that there was any packing material inside. So one of the reasons why it may not have started is that these could be blocked. So that's my first thing I'm going to do is take them off. Well, pulled one of the mufflers off and nah, no problem with that. So can't blame the mufflers for it not starting. I'm going to take them off anyway. Just going to chuck them on a towel on the ground. I'll pull this mud guard off so that I can get the airbox leaning back a little bit, so I can take the boots off the back of the carbies so I can get a bit of Aerostart sprayed in there and see if that helps me out. Alright, I'm going to take that off, undo the bolt there, see how much it moves back. Undone the bolts there, and the airbox moves a little bit, but not much. Could undo that frame, that bolt down the bottom there. Yay. Well, that makes getting the carbies out a lot easier. Just giving it a little bit of movement in the airbox. I hadn't thought of that before. I've put carbies on a CX500 in, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times, and it's a real dog to squash them in there and get those boots onto the airbox all nicely lined up. But that is a revelation. Truck battery, jumper leads, positive to positive. Something was not quite right. Something just started to smoke up. Well, that ain't great. Why did that happen? That didn't happen last night when I tried to start it. Oh, fuck. Didn't happen because I didn't have it wired in the wrong way. You dickhead. Well, I hope that hasn't fried that, whatever that is. I reckon chances are it has. You idiot. Never a good sign when smoke starts pouring out. And I'd say I've done a bit of damage. Yeah. Yep. Last night when I tried it, I basically did that. Turned the ignition on, all the ignition lights came on, pressed the button, and it turned over. What I did just then was I put the red to the negative on the battery, and I did it the other way around, and I hooked them up, and I could hear this, and I looked down, there's smoke, and a bit of a smell, and I think I've wrecked it. You idiot. Well, I have to see if that part that I just blew up is on the other bike. I'll be back.